teams in the basement to a top-8 place. That's how tight it is in the DSTV Premiership. And of course, at the other end of the table, City with a chance today to go second. They are 5th at the moment. That's nicely done by Fisher. Back to Keat. He's a product of Ajax Cape Town's academy and highly rated there. Cupido. Dada telling Pacienza to push up as well, put a bit of pressure on. Foul by the Angolan. Has played for his country, Pacienza, in the Casafa Cup. Now Royal AM testing Darren Keat again.
You can see the intention from Royal AM, go out wide, bring on those crosses, especially when you have two strikers inside the box. You're forced to play a little more different. We know how John Maduka actually teams play. They always want to pass the ball around and have those type of combinations around the box.
City lose possession. Cedrin George in there, Sarah as well. Mokoane will clean up and Keat will find Mayo. That's the foul right in front of the referee. Makoile with the challenge.
You can see now Mayo being as a winger, playing deep in his own half, being able to hold on to the balls, and this is the man that you want to be on the other half to be able to score goals for you. But with the formation today with Pacienza on the pitch, it forces Mayo now to play a little more differently. But obviously, as a goal scorer himself, whenever the ball goes out wide on the left-hand side, don't be surprised to see him inside the box to be able to at least maybe partner up with Pacienza.
This is Rhodes, who did score against Royal AM in the fixture between these two teams earlier this season. Tabo Nadada also on the score sheet. Pacienza with just one goal so far this league campaign for Cape Town City. He's made, before today, just 7 starts, 9 sub-appearances. Polokwane City in the very first game of the season, in the dying minutes, was when he got the goal. He's long overdue. Satoli chasing here, a little bit of hesitation from him, hesitation too from Keat. Does well, Satoli to bring it back in. That's a good save. He might have another bite. "21-year-olds, not too much football this season. His second start since September. How close he was here to the opener.
It was very close. I mean, ball being played out at the pitch, just behind the defenders. Look at him here with the trick. He trusted his left this time. He trusted his right rather this time around, and he forced the save there. Oh, that's a good tackle from Cupido.
Yeah.
I thought at the first glance that the kid actually made a save.
Absolutely. It's a contender for save of the season from Cupido's angle. Dada, the Shabela. Possession turned over. Here comes Motibang Sena. Out wide again. They got numbers into the middle. They're steaming in here. Keats under a bit of pressure. Watch the ball all the way.
That's also the disadvantage that you have with playing 3 at the back. There's always gaps out and out wide, especially playing against a team that's playing 4-4-2. You can see that they try to go more on the right. That is really to bring all those crosses inside, but also Kid as well, bringing those crosses very well, helping City to be able to regain position.
Shazy plays it downfield. Now looks at an option a little bit more centrally. Gordinho with the clearing header. Put him on in Rhodes. Good idea, but too much on it. against George. Last clean sheet for City was back on New Year's Eve when they beat Spurs in the Cape Town derby. Since then, 4 games and a goal conceded in every single one of them. He's still behind Ronald Williams in the clean sheet stakes. Williams went to 11 last night with a 2-0 win over Chipper. Dada, expert on that ball, and Coutinho now. A little bit of a let-off here for City. They're losing quite a bit of possession in the middle there.
Yeah, they are indeed, and I think also that's a struggle they had as well against Stellis as well in that midfield, where they lost so many positions, and whenever there's a little bit of pressure, there's a little bit of aggression, they tend to lose the ball. They need to find the rhythm. They need to slow the game down. They need to find the passing angles right, because you can see that that dominance there that Royal Aim are putting in that midfield.
It has been confirmed that the Cameroonian Dries Ambina will be joining Vålerenga of Norway this year, so he missing now for City. He was always such a roadblock in the middle. Leshabela comes in into that place. He's looking to play the 1-2 here with Pacienza. Now they had time to clear. I've got to think, Teko, that if you're going to finish runners-up and book a place in the Champions League, these are the kind of away matches that you really do need to win. Kudeman loses the ball there, but it's always a tough ask on the road with Harry Bala, and Pete out here gets there ahead of Serra. Leshabela, Nodada didn't find Rhodes. Good interception from Shazi.
Like the pace of the game. It's such a high intensity game. Turnovers, you can see the teams are playing forward passes, especially from Royal Aim perspective. Once they lose, they win the ball. Just those forward passes, the strikers are willing to run for the ball. They look dangerous. And City as well, with those 3-man defense, they need to close the pitch a little bit narrow, make it difficult for those penetrative passes to go through.
Surely a foul on Kwela there in the middle from Mokwane.
And you're right about such games that you need to win to be able to get yourself in that position for the second spot to qualify for the Champions League. These are the type of games, the ones that are difficult and not everybody are paying attention to. Those are the ones that you need to win and keep it moving, because now we know that come last 6 games of the season, that's where the tough fixtures come.
Well, they haven't lost at home since late September when Sekukune beat them. Since then, victories over Golden Arrows and Richards Bay here, drew with Swallows and with Chiefs in their last 2 home matches, so unbeaten in their last 4 home games. Orlando Pirates, Supersport United and Mamelodi Sundowns still have to come here. It's not an easy run-in for Royal Air. They might yet be sucked into a bit of a relegation battle unless they can get away from Richards Bay and from Cape Town Spurs. Rhodes had the last touch.
Also, being a team that hasn't lost so many games at home, they need to start using this home ground advantage and turn those draws into maximum points, because then you get to then survive and open the gap from the relegation teams.
Shazi on the right. Good running here now. Again, personnel in the middle. Clearance away by Coutinho. Leshabela now to drive City forward. Runs himself into a bit of trouble. Advantage with Mokwane, with Kudeman. There's Mayo. Nadana pushed a little higher today, as we heard Eric Tinker tell us before the start of the game. Rhodes, this might spin for Mayo. On the left. Dino forward, and that's a foul by George. He came hurtling in there on Mokwane.
You can see that George there using his aerial strength and aerial powers. Obviously wants to dominate that area. There you can see the foul.
Alex ready for the halftime chat for Eric Tinkler. Remember, he coached with Maritzburg United, one of the teams that he's taken charge of in the past.
No, not yet.
Mokwane back to a little bit of injury in the early part of the season, back now in full contention. Mayo bends that back into the danger zone, spectacularly cleared away. Just past the quarter hour mark here. Oh, Fisher looking at his options, and then the ball is taken away. Now George playing it out wide to the right. Wants the return pass. Mokwane's presence was enough to put him off. Then the shot. Sitoli shanks it wide to goal.
Yeah, that was a very, very good counter-attack from Raleigh M. Look at the ball being played, you can see that little bit of deflection, I think, maybe puts George off. But here's Sitoli. Could have done better, could have had the right connection with the ball, but he didn't. But he finds himself in right areas whenever the Raleigh M are in attack. And look at the way he as well lost the ball. It's exactly what we spoke about a little bit earlier. Losing the balls unnecessarily, especially in dangerous areas, knowing that you're playing against a team that wants to use speed going forward. They need to be very careful in that.
Sitoli with a sixth start of the season, 5 sub-appearances, yet to score. This is his first campaign for Royal AM in the top flight, having come up from the Diski team. Hacienda loses out. It's Gianni out wide. Shazi takes the throw in quickly. George lays it back. Now the ball into the middle once more. Very tough today to beat Gordinho and Cupido with an endless supply like that, but more chance through the middle as Serra is offside.
That's going to be very difficult to win those aerial battles inside the box with Cupido and Gordinho, because you can see it coming, and it's so straightforward the way they play. That is Raleigh M rather. I think they're just slightly offside there, but a very good play nonetheless from Mahlasela. That is a very, very creative play for Raleigh M.
Nice and busy so far, Shazi in this game on the right-hand side of defence. It's been a tough campaign, of course, for Royal M with the FIFA transfer ban. No new incoming players to refresh the side, to bring up players from the junior ranks. City, of course, have been able to add Le Chabela of late to their squad. Been a quiet January transfer window for them as well.
Look at also the position that he plays. It's a very important position for City, the way they play. With the Mokeke not being there, with Andina now being gone as well, it becomes very, very important for Shabela to stabilize himself into that midfield.
Mokeke unlikely to play again this season with a serious injury. Tseko Fatso Nyama is another one who is on the long-term injury list. He was back at rehab with a knee after his knee injury, but had a bit of a setback, we hear, so they're not expected to be able to use him again this season. High ball looking for Godinho. Climbing all over Sedwin George, who did very well coming back to help out in defence.
That's the battle that we're going to see on the either side of the box, with George coming back to help defence and marking Godinho, and on the other side as well, Godinho marking George in terms of Royal M's attack.
We do enjoy these little cameos in all of the games. Interesting little battles within the encounter.
Because you always have coaches that will tell you, like, if you need to focus on your individual battles, you need to win those. And for me, I always look at those battles very, very interesting, because once you win the battle that you have, you give your team an opportunity to advance going forward, whether defensively or attacking.
Somi gives away the free kick. Another opportunity here for City to get numbers forward. Godinho and Cupido, the two centre-backs. Pacienza is very strong in the air. We saw that against Polokwane City right at the beginning of the season. That goal that he scored was a superb header from a free kick, not dissimilar to this one. Mokoane delivers, looking for Godinho again at the back post. Royal M have done their homework though. They had that sorted out. The Chavera. Looks like he's getting used to the pace of the game here in South African football. Nodada. Oh, Cupido did well the first time, but then didn't find Nodada with a little pass. Down. So the last 5 league matches between these two sides, City unbeaten, 4 wins and a draw. But last season, Royal M did knock them out of the Nedbank Cup in the first round. It was a goalless draw in Cape Town and then a penalty shootout.
And they got knocked out against City by penalties again this year. Something also they need to work on. But you look at the physicality that Royal M are putting into this game. I'm sure they watched City against Stellis as well, looking at the physicality that Stellis put on that match, and with the maximum point that they got, sure that's the instructions from the players. You can see there's a lot of physicality from the Royal M side, and they're destabilizing City to find that rhythm that they want.
From Cupido dealt with. Machaba now will return the favour. Keanu Cupido. Kitu saw the potential problem, made himself available. A bit of trouble here now. Mokoane is battling away. Makasela gets it to George. Chance for Satori on the left foot. He slips in the process, but he got a little bit too wide anyway.
Yeah, he did go a little bit wide. It shows that he's still a youngster. There's a lot that he needs to learn, because I think the ball, when it just came through for him, he could have just whipped it with his left foot because he came to his stronger side. Good fighting spirit there from Rennie. And good clever little pass as well from George. Look at that there. Before the first touch, before he took that touch, he could have just hit it across the keeper.
At the other end, the tempo of this game continues unabated. Mayo, Mokoane, little touch from Nodada, chance to turn for Pacienza. He has another opportunity now. Kudaman, well, he might have had an opportunity or taken a chance himself there. Sure gets the touch forward. Cut out by Serra. Now is where City can be hurt. Somi through the middle. Mashala here on the left-hand side. The pass was from Mabuza. Ball is a good one. Fisher clears. Mokoane as well. Only as far as Somi. Makasela.
see Mr. Sela what was trying to do there. Was trying to play that bit of a 1-2 there with Makwele, but didn't read it. And I guess there's an opportunity as well. You look at where Matawa also now received the ball high up the pitch, because City plays with three. Whenever the full back comes through from Royal AM side, there's always going to be space to be able to utilize. That's why they're playing those balls a little bit quicker for them to get into City's half as soon as possible.
Now, Nodada has been battling a little bit over the last few minutes. He's such a tenacious fighter. He'll want to stay on. Maybe a bit of magic spray. This is the young Sabelo Sitole with the opportunities he's had in this game. The last one here, won by the persistence of Msomi. Matlasela got the pass. George played an excellent ball in. Just that first touch, as you mentioned.
Yeah, just that first touch. He let the ball roll, and now it narrows the angle, makes it a little bit difficult as well. I think he could have just whipped it with his left foot and try and force the keeper from force the save rather from kick. And I think as well, Sitole, he's the player that got 3 opportunities for really, and one he has to keep. He needs to force those saves, and he gets into the right areas. Of course, he's still young. There's a lot to learn. I'm sure John Modugo will be having the type of conversation in the dressing room after.
Trying to get a bit of an atmosphere going here. The small band of hardy Royal AM supporters. Fisher down this time, or Godinho, excuse me, down this time, so we will have a free kick. Coming up to the half-hour mark, Bechamela looking to play it into Pacencia. Nodada is back up on his feet. The big Angolan is always on the wrong side of the referee's whistle. Foul on Gianni. Combination of Ayanda, Gianni and Mabuza has probably been the best centre-back pairing this season for Royal, and they've had many different pairings. 21-year-old Gianni, this is his first season in the top flight. Already 14 starts in this campaign. Shows his consistency. Nice work, Sitole. Good ball for George as well. He's going to go wide. Makwele's got to chase this one though. It's a bit too strong.
Good play. Good positive play from Raleigh, and trying to use the side very well. Sitole there with a nice little quick footwork. And played also the right pass, playing forward to the strikers. That's what you need from a youngster.
Nice Marcela. Fisher gets a touch. Corner it'll be. Pretty stingy defensively, Cape Town City this season. Nowhere near, of course, as stingy as Mamelodi Sundowns. Their wonderful defensive record, but City up along the sides with the better defences as we complete 2/3 now of the DSTV Premiership season. They come into this game having conceded 14 goals, along with TS Galaxy, the second best defence. Satoli curls it. Keats out again to collect. Now, sizing his options. Pacienza's gone on the run. Can he find the Angolan? Long ball forward here. Goes up high as well. Machava. Masacella will tease Mokwade. Gets the throw in. That's a good one too. Now Machava's got a tough shot, you know, he can fire it in. Left and right as well, but that one well over the top.
He liked getting to those areas, very comfortable with both feet, like you say. I'm sure he's very disappointed with himself that he couldn't actually hit the target. But a clever little 1-2 there from Rally M. That putting so much pressure on Cape Town City. I just wonder what Coach Eddie Tinkler conversation will be like at halftime, because Cape Town City are struggling to actually force a save from Nyame or even get to those areas where they can actually create goal-scoring opportunities.
And there the ball behind Kuderman as well. I think they're well aware of how important it is to get back to winning ways for City. We'll be looking for a first win this campaign. Ordinho now pushing forward. Stays up there to put some pressure on. Mayo, Mokwade, the run from Nodana. Blocking cover there from Gianni and from Shazi. It's a foul. And a yellow card. Well, that'll be the first of the game. Only recently back from suspension, Mokwade.
And we know the type of player that he is, the characteristics that he has. Always like those challenges. It's going to be very, very tricky for him to be able to impose himself in that midfield where they're being dominated by Raleigh.
Meyer for Pacienza puts on the afterburner. Gianni with some excellent cover defense. Uzo had a knock which ruled him out of the last game, so he returns for today. Saw me very much the link man in that midfield. Now finds Machava. Masacella to his left. It's a good ball in, and Sedgwick George! Superb header! Well, they've been looking for that goal from the crosses, and Sedgwick George delivers. First one of the season for him. The management can celebrate. Last goal in February last year against the Golden Arrows for Sedgwick George. What a finish that was.
Yeah, what a good finish indeed. Equally a good cross from Matasel on the left-hand side. They seem to find space. There's an overload there. Maya now forced now to track back. Matasel bring it to the strong foot. Beautiful cross there. 2v2 inside the box. There's no sweeper. There's no extra defender. Obviously, there you can see that Fisher was overpowered there by George. Such a good header. Good connection from him.
Oh, you like that, John Maduka. That's been the plan, and the plan has delivered.
Yeah, you always want to go to the side because there is space for Red AM to utilize on the side because of the three-man defense. So that's why I said it will be very interesting to see the changes in terms of maybe tactics for City come second half, because you can see the joy that the Red AM are finding on the sides and bringing all those 80 crosses where Coutinho has been the culprit of winning all those balls. But then this one, he wasn't in the box, they were punished.
Only his third goal in DSTV Premiership action, Sedman George. Here comes Hudeman. That's a very poor pass for Pacienza. And there was an option to his right as well.
Yeah, Maya was on his right.
Frustration for Eric Tinkler, understandably so too. Quere holds it up. Chavera takes it away. Now Pacienza. Tight angle for him. Was he offside? No real power on that effort either. Just a reminder of the goal that separates these two sides. Sedwin George with a textbook number 9 header.
You can see that they were just waiting there. Him and Sarah always want to be inside the box whenever the ball goes out wide. They've been trying those crosses, unable to win any area ball because of the Coutinho and Cupido have been so dominant. But this time around, George found it and he punished them.
Fisher back to Keats. It eases the passes to deal with. Rhodes does well. Chavera will find Mayo here on the right. Kouane forward now. Hudeman. Bit of a stretch there for Mabuza, and in the end, clearance from Matlaba has not gained much ground, so City have the throw. Maya will take it quickly. Cupido comes forward. He has the cross in. Godana missed the header. Pacienza to Rhodes. And then very quickly getting numbers back. Fisher. Chavera back again on the attack. This time Rhodes now. Shazy's the defender. Here comes the cross. Looking for Mayo. Bowled over by Matlaba. Much more determined in the challenge.
Yeah, indeed. Especially after this lead, they want to make sure that they don't concede before going into halftime. They also need to deal with those crosses. You can also see T trying to play those balls inside the box to try and find Pacienza inside the box.
Sun beginning to set here now in the KwaZulu-Natal capital, Sunduzi municipality. Fisher will take the long throw in. We've seen a spectacular goal from Mokwane this season from a set piece, but that's not going to add to the tally he has for the campaign. Well, what an exciting weekend we've had with the derby, of course, yesterday. Victory for Pirates coming from behind. We saw Cape Town Spurs leading Stellenbosch. In the end, having to settle for a point, but I'm sure total for them of 8 points from their last 4 matches will be very pleasing. SuperSport United fought back against Amazulu. There was a big win for Sekhukhune over Swallows. And then later on last night, Mamelodi Sundowns again winning, and Richards Bay getting a vital point in the game against Galaxy. Earlier today, Arrows winning away at Polokwane City. This is a dangerous ball. Shabana will pick it up. Can he get it back? There are players all waiting in the middle. Fisher, Hudeman. The Shabana again with Hudeman. Ronaldinho stayed up there. Mokwani. Pretty much sums up their game so far.
Yeah, indeed. With Mayo on the right-hand side, it's not going to give you much in terms of running, outsprinting Mashaba on the side. Mayo is very good in between the two centre backs to making those over-the-shoulder run. That's what he's good at. On the right-hand side, it's not going to give them much. And you can see that with all those diagonal balls, they're not going to help either. The City, they need to find ways as to then how then do they bypass that pressing line of that midfield of Real AM to find at least and get Paciencia on the game.
Dada battling away. Kudaman now. Again, the pass is a little bit too heavy.
I think he's trying to do those difficult passes. Even now as well, he had an option to play Mayo on the right-hand side. He's looking to get to that difficult pass. And as a team that hasn't found its fluidity, you need to play as simple as possible just to gain momentum, just to gain ground as well.
Heading now rapidly towards half-time here at Harry Garland Stadium. We'll find out shortly how much time will be added on by referee Bambiso. Java. Cupido gets it forward. Paciencia using his strength there. Referee did play advantage, but it'll be a Cape Town City free kick. Another chance to get that ball into the danger zone.
I can see the miscue there from Machava. Desperate defending as well from Real AM. And yes, City getting a foul here as well. I think they've been getting fouls in and around the halfway line, having to put those long balls inside the box where Real AM have been defending very well.
Mayo this time. Out comes Nyame. That's perfectly waited for the goalkeeper. Catching practice, really. Game number 20 of the campaign for both of these sides. Good flick on here by Sarah. Out comes Keith. George with a fair amount of pace there for a big number 9.
Always the intention there to play the ball a little bit high. Any striker to flick and the other one to be able to run onto it. And they're very clever there from Keith to be able to read the game very well.
Just a minute to be added on. We're here at the end of 45. Nodada for Rhodes. Not had much traction down that left-hand side. Defensive work from Somi and from Shezi is keeping them at bay. There's Mabuza now. Coutinho wins that header. Eventually finding Cupido. Referee will play advantage. Kudaman into Mokwani. Yeah, for Paciencia. And once again, the poor number 9 up front is just not getting the service that he is looking for.
Indeed, that's a final pass. Just let City down. And Kudaman is being the player trying to play those balls. Here you can see Mokwani as well, trying to find Paciencia, making those runs. It's just that it's either too hard and they can't find Paciencia, but good runs as well from Paciencia to be able to try and cause problems for LM's defense.
Now to try and see if they can get this ball forward. Keats to Fisher. Just ahead of Machava. Mabuza Well, that's it, says Mr. Mambiso. End of the first half here at Harry Gwala Stadium. So, Sedwin George with his first of this campaign. Only got one in the last season as well. He's not a regular in this team, but he has made his presence felt today. First start for him since November, and he has grabbed the opportunity with both hands, or with his head, we should say. But Roy, do you reckon maybe value for the lead?
Yeah, I think Roy started very, very well. Good in high pressing and using those wing play very well, trying to get into the lead, and they finally got it. And I think City haven't found themselves in this game, and I'm sure that in the second, if they will actually want to try and come back into the game.
So as the sun sets here over Maritzburg at the Harry Gwala Stadium, we can report a half-time lead for Royal AM. They are 1-up against Cape Town City.
Get the new Galaxy A05s and A05 with powerful battery, clear camera, and big storage. My first love, my first Galaxy.
Right, showing my screen here. So
Baba,
as you can see, profits are down in the
look,
third quarter.
my blazer's small. Look.
Sorry, Sia, can you please put yourself on mute?
No. Dad, I'm out of data again.
Hey, love. Have you taken the chicken out the fridge?
Yo, when it feels like the whole world wants a piece of you, grab a Debonair's pizza on the double. That's 2 large pizzas for only $179.90. There are plenty of pieces to go around. Debonair's Pizza. Try something amazing.
Produced and distilled in Cognac, France. Refreshing and irresistible. Infused with delicate French elderflower. Unparalleled experience with every sip. 5 times distilled. Royal Flush Noir. French luxury.
You asked for more streams so your family can get in on the action.
Sounds good, I like that. The day has finally arrived.
Guess what? Anyone can now add up to 2 mobile streams to their existing DSTV package. No need to share your screen. 3 people can stream at the same time. Whether it's movies, sport, kids entertainment, or binging the latest series. Welcome to our home of entertainment. WhatsApp mobile stream to 060 060 3788 to add mobile streams.
We're new here and you might not know us yet, but we just wanted to say welcome. Welcome to the open road, to the rainbow, the shelter from the storm. Welcome to the place your kids will always remember, to where South Africa yawns and stretches. Welcome to an open sign at the end of the night. To a place that's always on the way to where you're going. Welcome to Astron Energy. I think we're going to be friends. Welcome to South Africa's next biggest fuel brand.
Lebu is stretching out and reaching high in Betway's latest game, Aviator. Aviator? Place a bet and the plane flies higher and higher. Pick the right time to cash out and you could win millions. Millions? Let's see.
Just, woo! It's a shoe! He's cashed out and thrown off with the win!
All at the luckiest place to play, Aviator, Betway.
wants McDonald's?
No. So both sides are looking to get back to winning ways from their previous DSTV Premiership clashes. Cape Town City just having that extra motivation of quite possibly with a positive result getting back into second place on the DSTV Premiership table. But let me tell you something, things are not easy at all at the Herigwala Stadium. You look at the fights that the hosts are putting in, most certainly getting the lion's share of the good opportunities in the first half.
Yeah, it starts in that midfield where I think the likes of Msomi are really dominating and winning those physical battles, the turnovers as well. Because then I think then the first reference goes up wide to players, like Sitole that are coming in. But I think for me, it's just having to win that ball possession, especially because City know how to dominate.
That was brilliant defending there from Kipido. But this man has been a thorn in the side of the defense all afternoon. You could see there, brilliant stuff. Very much left-footed, not afraid to bring it on the right. And they call that a match-winning tackle. Kept them at bay.
That's right, but it was only momentary, right? Because they kept on knocking at the door, did Royal AM. And Stigger, you're talking about that man. Well, he loomed large again, an ever-constant threat for Royal AM. Mustol.
Yeah, you could see Cape Town City trying to play out from the back there. And you can see the conditions not conducive for that. And a brilliant ball through from Cedric George. See, that first touch just took it a little bit too far. But once again, the movement from Sitole causing all sorts of problems for that defense.
Yeah, it's just how he recovers. He recovers so quickly and just getting involved. And the trouble seems to be mostly for Cape Town City where Sitole is operating, because I think even the goal comes from that side. But up to so far, they're doing really well to sort of block those crosses up until the next goal comes in. But I thought that they were still doing really well.
Oh, yeah. The saying goes that if you keep on knocking, eventually that door is going to open. That's precisely what transpired for Twitli Twatla. And just look at how well worked this goal was.
Yeah, and it all starts with Msomi winning that ball again and turning it over. It's on this left side where Matlaba is operating. Mahlasela, the unluckiest of people to get you that cross from the left side, because he usually operates in the midfield, but Stigger, that finish.
Yeah, I think Cedric George got the jump on the defense there. I think it was Godinho. But just he had a bit of a run-up, well-timed, didn't arrive too early, so it wasn't from a standing position. Matlasela does well to cut inside here. The defender trying to cut across and in-swinging, brilliant delivery, and you could see Cedric George there. The minute he made contact with that, you knew it was going in the back of the net.
Fantastic. Elation for the home side as they take the lead by a solitary goal. Lots of questions going into the break now for Cape Town City to get back into it. Maybe the numbers, the stats will be more revealing in terms of what it is that they need to do.
Yeah, I think for me, it's the focus, especially on those the fouls. I know the goal attempts as well, but the fouls indicate that players like Mayo have been offset a little bit. A very aggressive Matlaba really causing a lot of trouble and not giving him that room to get closer to goal. And I think that's the major concern for me.
No, I agree with that. I think that combination of Paciencia and Mayo just not working out.
Yeah.
Paciencia is playing through the central corridor. Mayo's being out wide, and he's not as effective as we can be. He's got 9 goals, so you want him in close to goal. So maybe that is something that Eric Tinkler will change.
All right, so maybe Cape Town City will be looking for different outlets now in order to get some joy. When you look at what's on offer on the bench, anticipating changes, where could they look to turn the tide?
Yeah, we stay with Cape Town City there, and a few options there. We can look at the likes of Luke Daniels. Saritsi, the youngster as well, can bomb down the wing. And then also you have Sifumba as well that could come in and possibly join in. And just alongside Kutumela as well. Maybe that's a change, inject some pace into that attack.
Yeah, I think likewise also for Royal, if it is that they want to up the ante, so many more subs. Tigazi as well is on the bench and maybe could be thrown in.
Yeah, let's see what transpires, of course, in the second half. Still plenty opportunity for things to change at the Herigwala Stadium. But it is Royal AM who are looking really good going into the second stanza. But the citizens will know that there's still plenty time to get back in it and change the outlook of this encounter.
Get the new Galaxy A05s and A05 with powerful battery, clear camera, and big storage. My first love, my first Galaxy.
I am the chief odds calculator at a premier sports betting company whose name I shall not mention. Odds are always changing. There's not one pundit's opinion that I use to calculate my odds that's not based on actual data gathered in the field, because this world-class company prides itself on offering the best odds in the market. With me here, there's nothing odd about that.
We bring the passion, you bring the play. World Sports Betting. Bet with the best.
Neighbors, builders, today we make a stand against ugly, against unfinished. Today, we take back our homes, our gardens, because today is Saturday! No! It's due day! Semenyo! Morris!
Stay connected to DSTV, the home of football. Proudly brought to you by Discovery and Castle Light.
What makes you feel so great?
I'm saving.
You are saving. Let's talk about that first phone call. How was it?
The salesperson was so friendly
Yes.
and quite fast, not even 30 minutes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in government.
From the Minister of Outsurance Affairs, how much are you saving with Outsurance?
I'm saving 586
That
rand.
is literally like 48 what?
Percent.
Just
Yes, mind blowing.
blow your mind, not your paycheck. SMS SAVE to 30874 now.
Immerse yourself in a world of opulence and indulge in the art of luxury. Rich and smooth, elegant and sophisticated. Its depth and complexity is unmatched, creating an unforgettable experience. Crafted in the heart of France, an embodiment of excellence. Voted best cognac in the world, the Cognac Masters London. Honor cognac above all else.
Get the new Galaxy A05s and A05 with powerful battery, clear camera, and big storage. My first love, my first Galaxy.
Welcome back, everyone, to Harry Gwala Stadium, the last game of this busy DSTV Premiership weekend. Royal M lead Cape Town City by a 0 here. Sedwin George with the strike that separates these two sides. Now, a change in the offing for visiting side. Heaven Siletsi, the player bought from Northwest University, played in the ABC Motsepe League just a few months ago, is coming on. And the Angolan international striker Joe Pacienza will be going off. City, the only team to make a change so far. Royal M are sticking with this lineup, given their lead here at the halftime break. They're going to have to give it all now, both of these sides. Remember, neither of them into the second round of the Nedbank Cup, so there's a decent break for them until after the international window. Royal AM will be at Stellenbosch on the 30th of March. City will be hosting Kaiser Chiefs the next day. So a good fortnight to recover. Cupido away. John Maduka sticking with the starting lineup. 4 changes he made from the midweek defeat at Sekhukhune United. Eric Tinkler not happy with the way things went against Stellenbosch in the derby in their last game. He made 5 changes coming into this game. George into the middle, headed away from Gordinho.
As you can see with the change that he has made with the Pacienza out and Seretse coming in. It's so unfortunate because Pacienza wasn't getting much of a service in the first half. And Mayo wasn't also very effective on the right-hand side, but he goes back to his natural position. But also with Pacienza on the pitch, it forces you to play a little more different with those high balls because of the big boy up striker. Maybe now City wants to go back to the normal way of playing, with Mayo playing in front and using a little bit of speed on the right-hand side of the roads and Seretse on the left-hand side.
The set piece of the second half is for the home side. Over the head, this time of George. Sasela. Back to Maklava, and Nyame will be brought back into play as well. Royal unbeaten in their last 3 DSTV Premiership matches when leading at half-time. Last time they let it slip was against Stellenbosch back in August. Senna has been used mostly this season. In fact, during his entire tenure here at Royal AM as an impact player off the bench. Gets a rare start today. Good pressure here from Senna. Now George works in the middle. The late entry. Sitori had a chance again, and he's put it over the top.
A good play there from Senna, putting that pressure, winning the ball back from a throw-in that City couldn't clear their lines. And also the experience of Senna showed again. Delay with a pass, waiting for support. But you're expecting the young man to do a little bit better there. You can see he used so much power just in those type of areas. Just pick his forward and just place it. And that would be a different story. But he gets his 4th opportunity again.
Still waiting for his first DSTV Premiership goal. He was calling for that ball as well. He timed it perfectly. Gets away from Leshavela, but he wins it back again. Cleon says the referee, no foul there. Let's see what Nadana can do now on the right. Rhodes. Leshavela to Rhodes, back again. Kuderman, Rhodes, that's a lovely little ball. Rhodes looking to tee himself up there. There were options inside. Seretse was certainly waiting for a chance.
I think Seretse was begging the ball there outside the box. You can see that the argument still continues about the options that were there inside the box.
Kuderman and Rhodes, a little argument over what should have happened. Patrick Fisher, we know, can deliver the long throw in. George was in there again, helping to clear. High up in there from Nordana, Cupido. He delivers. Mayo goes up. Somi wins the battle. George as well helping out. The pressure sees the error there. Twele got a bit of an earful from John Maduka. Mokwane. Nodada, early ball in search of Maya. You can see how essentially he's shifted now. Nechabela with a strong header. Gianni is the defender. He was given time there by City to clear. There was no real pressure on top of him. Mokwane, the run here from Siretsi. Put him on behind him. Siretsi again. Mokwane, Siretsi just past him. A little livelier, City coming out of the change room.
I can see that Eric Tinkler had a mouthful with them, trying to get back to the City ways. It's combination plays, a lot of movement of the ball and using speed. And now that Mayo is centrally, he'll be making those over-the-shoulder run and trying to play those balls a little bit earlier because he's very good in making those runs. But the midfielder needs to be able to pinpoint those and to play those balls.
Put him on. Siretsi. That's from Potchefstroom. Fisher. Should have a chance to get that out wide. Rhodes behind Mayo. Not very far though. Fisher will switch play. To Nodada. Passage of player for the visitors. Now Mayo, far too close to Nyami. Gianni's keeping a good eye on Kanisa Mayo as well.
I think for the first time in the game where Raleigh are forced to defend in their own house because City are in control of the game, they control of those passes. They do have the passing lines that we know City for.
Too strong again. Mokwane this time. Well, Shazi gets a yellow for a late challenge, and a necessary one too, which has seen possession go back to City.
Yeah, indeed.
Almost like a judo throw.
Indeed, that was unnecessary because the ball was gone already. And I guess also because he never really faced such problems in the first half. Now with Siretsi, he needs to deal with a different type of a player.
Trying to aim this for Mayo. He's got 2 goals already this year. 9, of course, in the DSTV Premiership. Nyame away. Satoni with Leshabela. Shows his strength there. Good running here. Makwele. To the back post, Edwin George. Oh, that's across the face of goal rather than towards the target.
I can see his intention there was just to hit the ball across where it's coming from. I guess that's not the first thing that you get taught as a striker. You get to hit the ball with, where it comes from, but it's just unfortunate that on the last ball there was no player there from Raleigh to be able to finish that off.
Mayo's pass would have put Siretsi away there. It's intercepted. Fisher back to Keat. If it stays this way, then Royal Air certainly do themselves a huge favour. Goodman slips. Makasera. Cut out by Godinho. Nice weight on that ball looking for Serra. Yeah. Mayo. Lodada. Looking at options. Back to Mayo again. Out wide to Rhodes. Mayo stays down. City continue. Godada just giving him time to get up onto his feet. There's Mayo again. Fisher doesn't find Kudaman. 2 passes now intended for Kudaman, haven't found him. It's almost as if he's getting a taste of his own medicine in the first half.
As much as they're in control in second half City in the early stages, but also at some point they tend to rush to play a little more forward and lose possession when there's no pressure at all. And in the early stages as well, when they were in control, finding those spaces, you could see Royal M resorting to that deep line defending. And that's what City needs to do in order for them to come back into the game to get that equalizer.
Well, our live stats will tell you they've had 3 shots to 7 for Royal AM. Only 1 inside the box. And what's really interesting, final third entries, Cape Town City 43 to 29 for Royal AM, but not profiting at all from those half chances. Fisher getting stuck in there. Saw me, it's far too strong. No activity on the Royal AM bench in terms of changes. Happy with what he's seeing. They're heading back to Durban straight after this game. City and catching a plane in the morning. Right here yesterday, one night in Maritzburg, one night in Durban. These are tough trips. I said earlier, a chance then to recuperate over the next fortnight. Cupido with a clearance. Maklaba back. Strong header up front again to win possession. Senna having a game, and here comes Satoni, and now he's got it. That's a super goal. First time lucky, but what a strike there from young Sabelo Satoni.
Such a good solo goal. He missed a clear goal scoring opportunity with the ball was cut back by Sarah inside the box, where he used so much power, he went over. Now he carries the ball after winning possession. He uses his right foot, getting inside the box. Such a brave play from a young man, and that will do so much of confidence for him, especially with all the opportunities missed in the anyway.
And it's a popular team goal. You can see how they're celebrating that.
Yeah.
They obviously know the potential of youngster. Have a look at this header, though. Look at this knock on here by Sarah. That is super.
Yeah, I mean, knocked it off there by Sarah, but look at the runs as well from the blue. You can see he finds himself on the right-hand side because there was space to look at the runs that George made, Sarah made, opens the gap for him on the right-hand side, and he finally trusted his right foot. He hits the target. He gets into the back of the net.
Abraham Mateo and John Maduka like that one. 2-0 now, Royal AM lead, and the first DSTV Premiership goal for Sabelo Sintoni. He is going to remember that for a long time to come.
That's a special goal. I mean, whenever you drive with the ball, and you can see that the first time he won the ball, there was a run on the left-hand side. I think it was Sarah. I thought he was going to play that a little bit earlier and get into the rush inside the box to get the receiver, but he had other options. He had other thing on his mind. He carried the ball and started opening up for him.
Now they're looking for another one. Cupido. Cupido is under some threat here. Now they've got a bit of a numerical advantage. Rhodes chasing down. Still Rhodes. Gets the free kick. Look at Sarah all the way back there to help out, taking one for the team. Gets a yellow card. You can see he's huffing and puffing. He's not a regular. But he's put in a very good shift today.
Helps defensively. See, they're trying to avoid City gaining momentum in that counter play.
The confirmation, both Sedwin George and Sarah going into the book. Now, here's a chance to reduce the deficit almost immediately from the set piece. Mayo will be the man to take it, I'm sure. Potentially Rhodes. Let's see. Can they claw their way back in here, City? Mayo goes for goal. Hits the wall. High up in the air. Cupido's in there. Who had the last touch? The player was poleaxed by that kick. Marcela, not the biggest man on the park either, would have felt the full force of that one.
I think it was on the wall there, being able to defend that ball from the Mayo set pieces. But City as well, looking at this game, so many set pieces been given away. And they haven't really hit the target from any of the set pieces been given. I think they need to try different routes. Of course, Mayo was the first time having that. And I thought as well that Mokwana will be close by as well to try and maybe just curl it over the wall from the right footing.
This is a confirmation of that yellow card for Sedwin George earlier. The referee allowed play to continue. Good officiating, and then you saw Sarah picking up a yellow as well as he tracked back. So confirmation of those cautions in today's game. Shazi also picking up a yellow earlier on in this half. We saw Mokwane yellow carded in the first half for City. Dada. Miscue there will be the corner, and another opportunity here for City. A little unlucky there for Makasela.
You can hear also from the goalkeeper, I think he was calling for the ball, but Sasela opted to be safer. Trying to kick the ball out.
City looking to make another change shortly. We'll get to that in a moment or two. Let's just see first what sort of delivery we could expect here from Mokwane. Curled away, keeper came off his line and then quickly tracked back. Yes, a chance for Khuraman. Was there a handball in there? City with some half-hearted appeals. Fisher wins that one. Now, referee stopping play. Taking no chances. This is Mabuza down.
I think he had the initial block. It tend to be very painful, especially with a hard shot. It's unexpected to hit the torso.
This was the effort from Kudaman. Oh, that's point blank range. Nowhere near a handball. Yeah. Mabuza will be okay. He's a big, strong central defender. In the meantime, Tabisa Kutumela is coming on, and Tabo Nodada will go off. Nodada always looks as if he's just lost the winning lotto ticket when they take him off. Somehow the dog managed to eat it before he got a chance to cash it in.
He's a player that always wants to be on the pitch, and he always feels like he can contribute more. And they're being given the responsibility today to play high up the pitch. He hasn't been that effective for City.
Tabisa Kutumela comes on. He's got 1 goal so far against Chipre United in November. They will need his scoring acumen. It's Mamelodi Sundowns, of course. He played for Johannesburg United here as well, where he really did make his name. 12 goals back in the 2020-21 season. Siretsi, Mokoane. Oh, yeah, not interested. So only 25 minutes remaining in this game. Still time for City to get themselves back, but Royal AM look well in command here. We're moving up to 25 points if they can hold on. Mayo, Siretsi, chance here for Kudaman. That is a free kick right on the edge of the area. The referee's a stone statue there. Makasela can argue as much as he likes. He's not going to change Mr. Bambiso's mind. Definitely caught by Shezi.
Another set piece opportunity for City to come back into the game. And like I said, Maku and his range as well. Remember that goal that you spoke about earlier. A beautiful goal that he scored. It's an opportunity for them to at least narrow the lead and force themselves back into the game.
Quality strike from Mokoane in the derby match from a similar situation. Well, this is as good a chance as City are going to get to haul themselves back into this game. Right foot of Mokoane. Up against Nyame, goes for goal. That's well over the top. Might be a little too close for him.
Yeah, when the ball is that close from the goal line, you want to go to the opposite direction, because if you want to jump the wall, and then it forces you to use different techniques, and you overthink it as a kick as well. So you want to at least disguise to the goalkeeper as if you're going over the wall and go actually to the side, because the natural reaction from the goalkeeper, they always take one step just behind the wall.
Saw that slow-mo little fist pump as well from Shezi. Happy that it had gone sailing over. He was the man who gave away the kick. Now back to George. Cupido gets away with one there. No, he doesn't. No advantage. A bit of a knock on the back of the head as well, Sedwin George from Keanu Cupido, but most of it in the upper back. So he actually stopped it for the treatment rather than for a kick. Interesting. I thought that looked a foul, and the referee was just playing advantage. What a night for this man. 21 years old. Named for the future, Sabelo Sitoli. He's got himself in a good scoring position several times in this game. He's quick, he's busy. Not had a lack of set pieces, City. Can they use this one? Mayo, high one. Too high for everybody.
I said a little bit earlier on that all the set pieces that they get, they're trying to play the balls inside the box. They haven't found any joy regarding that. Then how then do you try to play a little bit differently? Maybe the third man run, play a little bit, force them to come out, that is really him, and play those balls just behind the line to force your attackers to run for the ball, because they've been doing the same thing and they're not profiting from it.
That's a strong header from Gordinho. Held up by Kudeman. Looking fine. Kutemela cut out. Now Gordinho. They're winning a fair number of the duels in the midfield city, but real absence tonight of clear chances for the visiting side. Cupido now over the head of Kudeman as far as Machaba. He clears. Gordinho stood on the ball. Here's Machaba. Look at him go. Wants the return ball. Sedwin George. He's getting a little tired now.
Him and Sarah up front, they've been hard running for those balls and causing problems, all sorts of problems for City, and with George as well, having played in such a while. Of course, at some point the legs will give up on him.
It's been a good shift tonight from him and from Motibang Sera up front.
And it's a risk that Coach John Madiba took. We're playing with two strikers, and look at the scoreline today. At times you need a little bit of risk, and of course with the hard running midfield it helps.
Kutumera, Kudeman looking for Mayo. Mayo again, out wide. Rhodes. Reshavela. Okwani looking for the return. Kutumera's going to look for the shot. He likes playing at this stadium. We've got a lot of goals here for Maritzburg. Fisher. That post header! Oh, Mayo's missed. For a moment, a little window of opportunity.
Yeah, it was a window of opportunity indeed. The first time Mayo gets the ball inside the box to try and cause problems for Bradley's defense, but he couldn't hit the target there. Good cross been played, and also good positioning as well from Mayo. Was that a position that, like, whenever the defender doesn't see them, it just hide behind the defenders? That's how he score goals.
So as things stand now, Orlando Pirates will stay second on 33 points. Stellenbosch and Supersport behind with 32, and City will remain in fifth place with 31. Only one ahead of Sekakune, whose good win over Swallows yesterday has moved them up to 30. Kaiser Chiefs have slipped to 7th after losing the derby. Golden Arrows up to 8th after that win earlier on today at Polokwane. Royal Air will move to 10th spot. Looking good for the Buccaneers. All of their main rivals for second place failing to win if things stay this way here. Supersport at home to Amazulu, but had to fight back for a draw. Same with Stellenbosch and their match against Cape Town Spurs. Sinexi now, fighting little ball, but no one there at the near post. Comes again, Satoni, lovely ball for Sarah. He deserves one, Sarah. Good save by Keats.
Look at the lovely ball they've been played by Sitole. This young man is having the game of his life. It's a perfect timed ball, and Sarah there making a great run with Kit making himself a little bit big there. Sarah, I thought he could actually try to lift it a little bit. You can see this on the ground, and it wasn't much of a difficult save for Kit to make because it's also on the ground. It's just closer to his body as well.
Well, he scored last weekend against Richards Bay when they won at Umlazi. That was his first league goal of the season. He got 4 in the last campaign, Sarah. Leshabela is off. Another change here for City. Sacha coming on. Up comes Keats. You could hear the stink call, keeper's ball. Well, Senna could have finished this game off as things stand now. City still believe they've got a chance. Kudaman. Cut out by himself. Very strong. Here he goes. Looks at his options in for Senna. It's a difficult one to try and bring down.
Yeah, it's always difficult with type of balls, especially you're trying to use the wrong foot. I think when you go with your left foot, it's an inside foot. It becomes a little bit easier to connect with the ball a little more properly and trying to hit the target. But they're always very difficult. And whenever you find it right, you hit it with your outside foot. I think it becomes a brilliant goal. But you saw me fighting very well. I think you could have just used your left foot.
Well, Somi made that thing for that opportunity. That's Cupido who's down. It looks like a bit of a knee problem. Not going to be good news for City if he can't continue. The way his hands are on his head, this is not a good sign for Keanu Cupido. Simon George made his debut at Ajax August 2017. Spent a lot of time down in the NFD. This is a night he will remember with some affection. Mark van Heerden standing by to come on. He's also for the home side. Finally a change, John Maduka. That's not a good sign for Keanu Cupido. Mark van Heerden was not going to be used today because he felt the knee against Stellenbosch. He went off in that match. They brought him along just in case, and now they need him. where it departs. Kize was the player who came on. So Kylian Kize, former player with Tucks briefly and Golden Arrows, where he played under Sean Bartlett when they won the NFD back in 2015. So his third appearance this season. As well, Kwani. Fisher goes to the right now to allow Van Heerden onto the left. And it's Fisher's natural position on the right. Maklava, tapped out by Siretsi. Flag was up anyway.
It's unfortunate for City when you're chasing the game and you're forced to make those starts because of injuries and the only defensive substitutions you want to attack the game. It's such an unfortunate incident for Kopido, who's become such an important player defensively for City.
Midfield maestro, ex-Amazulu player. Mbaka is on for Cedwin George. No surprise that his race is run. Just beefing things up in the middle of the park now is Maduka.